WSTKS-FM Worldwide. Digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Week 13 of the Collaborative Café, a podcast to help students like you navigate IAH 209 horror cinema with greater success. Professor Schwartz here at my usual table by the front window with a fresh mug of dark roast coffee. And as you might have noticed, it's kind of late in the course. Collaborative project number 3 is due at the end of next week, Friday, April 25th, 2025, and we're all pulled in about 20 different directions at once. In view of that, how can your learning team wrap up its collaborative work in the limited time left? Well, order a mug of your favorite drink, along with maybe something to nibble, and join me for a quick look at 5 time management hacks to boost your learning team productivity. Ready? Here we go. Hack number 1. Your members should work together to identify and prioritize the team's most pressing tasks for the final weeks of IAH 209 Horror Cinema. Determine which tasks are most critical to achieving team goals and focus on those first. Categorize each one as urgent and important, urgent but not important, important but not urgent, and neither urgent nor important to guide your decision-making. Then, create a to-do list and share that in your team's Google folder for easy review and revision at any point. It will help your team members visualize and work toward your collaborative goals. And remember, effective collaboration should be an ongoing, democratic, and mutually supportive process in which all members of the team are involved from start to finish. Welcome back. Let's continue now with the next couple of useful hacks that your learning team can employ to improve its time management as we race toward the end of IAH 209 Horror Cinema. Here's a second hack that will help your team maximize its available time. Thoughtfully delegate the tasks that you have identified according to your members' particular strengths, interests, and perspectives that each of you bring to the collaborative table. Where possible, match member skills and expertise to the tasks at hand. Likewise, allow for some member autonomy in decision-making to foster intellectual growth and a higher level of engagement with the project. Members of your learning team should also take steps to understand the scope, expectations, and deadlines for each task they undertake. You can articulate that more clearly by asking each other questions and related follow-up questions as a key part of your project development process. It's one more way to ensure that everyone is on board and has a clear idea of their role in the collaborative work you undertake. Remember, you are creating a single, unified project, not a random collection of hastily thrown together Google slides. The third hack your team can use to achieve your collaborative goals and objectives are clearly defined expectations and deadlines. Clear communication practices come into play here and ensure that everyone on your learning team understands the overall goals as well as how your personal work contributes to the bigger picture. As part of that, take care to establish realistic internal due dates that give your teammates sufficient time to complete their respective tasks. A vital part of that should be routine, brief check-ins during which your learning team members quickly touch base a couple of times each week to update each other on your respective progress toward the previously defined objectives. Moreover, regular check-ins enable members to keep track of overall team progress, address any potential obstacles, and adjust team practices where necessary. Thanks for joining me, everyone. As a reminder, today we're taking a look at 5 useful time management hacks to boost your learning team productivity during the last 2 weeks of IAH 209 Horror Cinema. Let's hop back into that discussion now. Hack number 4, work together to create a structured and detailed schedule to guide your learning team through the remainder of its work. Make a concerted, collaborative effort to block out the time necessary for both independent and team tasks. Likewise, schedule specific time slots for different tasks and activities to promote team member focus and productivity. But do allow for occasional breaks too, enabling team members to catch their mental breath, prevent burnout, and maintain focus. And you don't need any kind of fancy digital app to do that. An old-fashioned physical calendar will work just fine, but for team convenience, it might also be wise to set up a Google Doc or Google Calendar of some kind too. That way, everyone on your learning team can easily access, reference, and make changes or additions to your team calendar should the need arise. However you do it, a visual schedule helps all members stay on track and manage their time more effectively. Finally, we reach hack number 5. The members of your learning team should encourage and practice focused work during which distractions are minimized. Whether the entire team gathers for a collaborative work session or team members work independently, strive to create a dynamic that minimizes distractions and encourages concentration. To achieve that aim, work in focused bursts, intermingled with short breaks to maintain concentration and prevent mental fatigue at this final crunch point in the course. But keep in mind that a little goes a long way too here. Be careful not to over-reward yourselves and unwittingly allow limited time to slip through your fingers. WSTKS-FM Worldwide. Digital collaborative learning for the 21st century. If you find this podcast helpful, be sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. Before we wrap up today's program, let's quickly recap the 5 useful time management hacks your learning team can utilize to boost its productivity during the final 2 weeks of IAH 209 Horror Cinema. 1. Identify and prioritize your learning team's most pressing tasks and focus on those first. 2. Delegate the tasks you have identified, but match member skills and expertise to the tasks at hand where possible. 3. Achieve your collaborative goals and objectives through clearly defined expectations and due dates. 4. Create a structured and detailed schedule that your team can use to guide itself through the remainder of the course. And 5, reward yourselves with short breaks to recharge and prevent burnout. Integrate these hacks into your learning team procedures to enhance your time management and navigate the final 2 weeks of the course more efficiently. And with that, we reach the end of today's program. Enable and empower yourselves by joining me again in the Collaborative Café for additional tips, tricks, and advice based on my almost 30 years of collaboration with thousands of undergraduates at 3 Big Ten universities, 2 liberal arts schools, and 2 community colleges across the upper Midwest of the United States. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in class, online, or during Zoom office hours if you drop by with a question. Until then, have a healthy, safe, and productive week. With special regards from Onyx, the cat what am. So long, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now. You've just heard a podcast from WSTKS-FM Worldwide. Digital collaborative learning for the 21st century.